Hello everyone, welcome back again to my channel. So guys, in today's video I'll be showing you how to cut and sew jumpsuit palazzo without the half length and without a dart. So guys, stay tuned and let's get started. So guys, this is the fabric I'll be using for this tutorial. For this tutorial I'll be using 2 yards of fabric. Now I'll go ahead and fold my fabric into 4. So I just folded it into 2. Now go ahead and fold it again, making it 4 fold. So after folding it, I'll just arrange it properly before I place it on my table. My fabric is placed on the table. So I decided to pin it down because it's a silky material. Okay, so let's proceed to the next. I'm using length 60 for this fabric and my full length is 58. I went ahead to take my armhole measurement, which is 10 inches. After that, I marked my half length measurement, which is 17 inches. Then I marked my hip line, which is 25 inches. Moving on to the next, I decided to extend the lines so that every line will be visible for me to see. Okay, sorry for the chalk, is not that visible. The next thing I'm going to do now is to mark my cross line. From my waistline I measure 13 inches, so the 13 inches is my cross line. Okay, so I mark the line right there. So to get your cross line, you can divide your hip into 4. So whatever you get, you add 2 inches to it. This is my bust line, my waistline, my hip line, and my cross line. So now I'll go ahead and mark my cross line. So I marked in 4 inches inward. Okay, that is my cross line. To get my cross line, I divided my hip measurement into 10, so I got 4.7. So because I'm managing my material, I marked 4 inches. So divide your hip measurement by 10. Whatever you get, you mark it inward from the center front. So after marking it, you mark a straight line from the upper part of your material down to the cross line measurement. Okay, so now go ahead and start taking my initial measurement. I went ahead and take my shoulder measurement. My shoulder measurement is 7 inches. So I'm going to cut the sleeve together with the jumpsuit. Okay, so the left fabric is just 6 inches. As I said earlier, my fabric is small. I'm using 2 yards. I will use the remaining 6 inches for my sleeve length. The sleeve length measurement I'm using is 6 inches. Okay, so I'll go ahead and mark my neck width. My neck width I'm using is 3 inches. For the neck depth, I'm using 2 inches for the back neck depth and 4.5 inches for the front neck depth. Okay, so after doing that, I went ahead to draw my curve and then take 1 inches for my shoulder slant. From the armhole area like this, I marked 1 inches down for my shoulder slope because I'll be adding my shoulder slope. So moving on to the next step, so I decided to increase the armhole measurement because of that shoulder slope. I was having 9 inches left. I minus 1 inches from the shoulder slope, so I have to replace it. Now my sleeve opening is now 10 inches. For the sleeve opening at the down part, I minus 2 inches away from the initial sleeve length. So the upper part is 6 inches and the down part is 4 inches. So I connect the down part or the upper part to the down part to give me a slant line. So now this part is 4 inches and the upper part is 6 inches. Okay, so I just connect it back to the 6 inches at the upper part to give me that slant shape at the hand. Now I'll go ahead and take my waist measurement. So this was the 4 inches I marked earlier. So from that 4 inches, I will place my tape right there to mark my measurement. So this is the waist measurement right there. So I mark my waist measurement and I added 1.5 inches for allowance. Note guys, you can make your allowance up to 2 inches. Okay, so I'm just trying to manage this fabric. So I came over to the hip measurement. I placed my tape starting from the 4 inches I marked earlier, then take my hip measurement and add 1.5 inches sewing allowance. Now I'll go ahead and connect the lines together from the hip, from the bust to the waist, from the waist to the hip. Okay, so I'm just trying to cross check my measurement very well before I connect. Now I'm connecting from my bust to my waist. Okay, from my bust to my waist and from my waist to my hip. I also want to cross check the measurement at the hip. Now I'm connecting from my waist to my hip. Now connect from my hip to my crotch line. I'm using the same measurement for my crotch line and my hip because this is a palazzo jumpsuit. So I'll connect from my hip to my crotch line with the same measurement. The hip and the crotch line measurement is the same. Okay, sorry my chalk is really not that visible. So I connect to the crotch line. So from the crotch line I'm going to connect straight down to the full length. Okay, so this is what I'm doing right here. I'm connecting from the crotch line straight down to the full length. This is a free palazzo pant. Okay, so from the crotch line I'm going to make a curve just like this. Okay, just watch carefully. I'll make a curve. Remember this jumpsuit has no half length, so just watch the way I'm doing it. I'll curve it like this, and remember this line is going straight upwards to the top length. Okay, so it's going straight just like this upward, and this is the crotch line. So from here now go ahead and cut it straight upward. Okay, and this is the back and front we are cutting together, don't forget that. So before I cut out this crotch line, I just make sure to check the center front if everything is aligning inside before I cut out. Is very important. So I went ahead and cut it out. So I start cutting everything. So I started from the side. Okay, the shaping side. I started cutting from the shaping side. If you watch carefully, this process is very easy, and it is very easy to cut and draft. Note that is needed. I didn't add that to this tutorial. Okay, now go ahead and cut out this crotch line. So I'm cutting carefully. I make sure I pin this dress down, sorry, this jumpsuit down before I cut. moving on to the next step, I went ahead to cut out the back and the front neckline. So remember, the back neck depth is higher than the front neck depth. You can decide to use the same neck depth for the back and the front. Okay, so to cut out the front neck depth, I removed two pieces from the back to cut out the front neck depth. So I don't want my back and front neck to be the same. So I removed the front piece from the back. Now to fix my zipper or zip, I'm going to, from the waistline, this is my zip right here. I measure where my zip will stop. Okay, I mark that point, then also mark my waistline. Now for the back, I went ahead and marked 1 inches upward, just as you see me do. This is for the zipper allowance. Okay, so after doing that, I'm going to mark it straight down to where the zipper will end, the zip will end. Okay, now from this 1 inches I marked out half inches to remove the um zipper bulge at the waistline. Okay, so from this 1 inches I marked half inches. Okay, so to remove the zipper bulge at the waistline, then I went ahead and slant it upward, just as you see me do. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing to the down part. From the waistline, I'm going to place my ruler like this to the side where the zip will end. Okay, I'm going to slant it as well. So this is where the zipper will stop. I'll go ahead and slant the zipper allowance like this from that half inches I marked at the waistline to eliminate the zipper bulge at the waistline. So after doing that, I'll be cutting out this part right away. So before I cut it out, I just went to pin it again, just to make sure uh the fabric, everything is okay. So this is the back piece and this is the front piece. Now go ahead and fix my zip at the back piece. So this is where my zip will stop. So from that place my zip will stop, I'll go ahead and sew it round to the front side using the same sewing allowance to sew it round. Then before I'll sew my zip. So I'm done sewing it. Now go ahead and fix my zip. So I'm done sewing my zip. The next thing I'm going to do is to place the front piece on the back piece, right side facing each other. Now after placing it, I'll go ahead and sew the shoulder, the two shoulder, and then hem the sleeve, the armhole rather. So after hemming it, I will just shaping. So I'm done hemming the armhole and then use my bias to turn the neck and shaping the side as well. So guys, if you, after joining the front neckline and you find out that the neck is not that wide enough for you, you can also increase it. So I've not yet ironed. The next step I'm going to do is to hem the down part. So guys, this is all for the video. If you enjoyed this video, or if this video is useful, please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel. See you guys on my next video. Bye.